What's going on, prospectors? We got a good one for you today.
They call me Mr. Gold.
That's right. We got one straight off of the Christine Rose. We got some Christine Rose Paydirt. We picked this up from Amazon. But what we got is 1 pound of authentic gold bearing concentrate straight from the Pomerinki family's Bering Sea mining operations. This is brought to you by cougarrock.com. I guess they have a partnership with those guys to ship Paydirt for them. Zoom this in so it'll... Whoop, there we are. Sold by Cougar Rock. Now, we've reviewed some Cougar Rock stuff in the past, but this will be the first time for the Christine Rose and Mr. Gold's dirt. And we'll see what they've got for us. So sit back, sit tight, hang out, and we're going to go through this and see what they're all about.
Our mission this time is to find some gold.
All right. Now, as always, we want to start off with classification, but before that, let's just take a look at the packaging, because we always got to go over that. It is in a thick mylar package. It's got a cardboard or card paper outside with a mylar inside. That's going to give it a lot more strength, so the chances of it ripping in transit, probably not going to happen. It is a zip-locked and heat-sealed bag, so nothing's going to pop out the top. So really good packaging. Just as always with Cougar Rock, they package them up really good. I think you have to when you sell through Amazon. Double bag or very well bagged, just to make sure nothing leaks out and makes a big mess. So that's what we got there. Opening up the bag, let's peel this up. Let's see what we got. Well, the dirts are all nice and dry. And it's all very sandy, so we're going to skip the big classification, but we'll give you a zooms in so y'all can see what this dirt looks like. What Bering Sea dirt. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Here we are. Some dirt from Nome, Alaska. All right. So, like I said, it's all sand, and there are no big rocks in here, so I think I'm going to start off classifications. We'll go through 10 just for shits and giggles, but I think everything is going to wind up going through that. And pretty much. Just a few little nothings up on top, no gold nuggets or anything. So not a lot of weight wasted there. So we're going to go ahead and speed through the classification, because I know this is the kind of the boring part. So kick back, relax as we go through this, and I'll show you what we got once we're all shaken out. So we got everything all classified up, split out. Most everything I found was in the sand ranges, so the plus and minus 40. So I'll just bring you in here and give you a little look at what we did find in the larger material sizes. Here's what we got in the plus 10. Barely a little itty bitty bit of that, so not much weight wasted there. So No gold in there. I don't even really see much of anything. A little mica. But definitely no gold. I'll still run it through just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure. Second to that is going to be the plus 20. And as you can see, there's pretty much very little anything in there either. So we'll run the magnetic over it to see if there's anything popping out. A couple little rocks on there, and nothing really substantial. Now for the meat of everything. The plus 40 mesh here. There's a fairly decent amount. It goes a little bit over the bottom riffle on the pan. Probably half the material we got was here in the plus 40. As far as magnetics go, not a whole lot. Just a little itty bitty bit. You know, nothing to complain about there. And then finally, we have our minus 40, where the majority of our material is at. The neat thing about this is you can see this nice reddish tone to it. That means there's a lot of maybe garnet material in there. But it's a really pretty red color to it. I mean, they say it comes from Nome, Alaska, but you usually don't see this much red in Alaskan paydirt. But either way, it's really, really pretty stuff. Like a murky, rusty red. It's really cool looking. I kind of like this dirt. But as far as magnetics go, well, actually, so as much as we got just a little bit over the bottom riffle there. So not a huge amount, but just enough to make us work for it. As far as the magnetics go, that's what we're working with. Again, nothing too terrible. It's all really soft sand too. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody watching, but it's very soft sand. Some sands are harsher. This stuff is like beach sand, which makes sense if it's came in off of like the Christine Rose, like it says, because they're grabbing stuff right off the beaches, so the water has time to beat it down and really wear down the rocks, make them nice and smooth. And so you get a much smoother beach sand type consistency. And that's what we're working with here. All right. So everything's all split out. We know what we're working with. Not a lot of magnetics in there, so that's cool. That'll make final cleanup a lot easier. At this point, let's turn on the sluice, get the cameras set up here, because I like that angle that we were working with last time. I'm going to try that one again. And we'll get reset up and run some dirt, see what kind of gold we get. Stay tuned. All right, so we are back at it. We're ready. We're all wetted up and ready to rock this dirt. Just going to get the sluice fired up here and make sure we got a good angle here on the camera. It's looking good. Every water's looking good coming off of that sluice. The other camera's got a good angle over here. And all right, so now we're ready to run through it. We're going to start off with this plus 10. I'll let you guys hang out for this one, but then we're going to speed you along so we can get to the payout here. So this will be the easy. Ain't nothing in there. That was easy. Plus 20. I think we'll do the same. Check this out. Nothing in there. Not a single speck. All right. As expected. Now we're at the meat of the paydirt. And this is where we're going to speed things along because it's going to take a while because it's all sand. But hang out here. We'll be back in a minute with what we wound up with. Zoobity-doo. Let's see if we can give you guys a little, oh man. Just trying to give you a reveal, but then all the gold that was sitting there decided to go floating off. This one's going to be a little bit tougher to do just because it's all super fine gold. As you can see, it just decided, you may not have been able to see that, but it all floated off. There's a whole bunch floating around on the top of the water right now, so. Gotta love that about flower gold. Heaviest thing on the water, but that shit just loves to swim on top. Makes no sense, but here we are. See all that gold floating around up there? I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a lot of it. So we'll have to do the reveal as an official reveal instead of the sneak peek, because this stuff just wanted to float everywhere. So we'll be back. Alright, we'll give you a little sneak peek since I was able to get it kinda. But there's your gold, baby. Alright, now I'm going to spend probably the next half hour cleaning this up. You can see there's little specks of gold everywhere in here. So lots to work through. No really big pieces, so that'll make it a bit of a challenge. But we'll be back once we get it all cleaned up.
I love seeing that.
All right. So, man, that was one challenging bag. There was so much fine gold that it was a real big challenge just to get it all down. No real big pickers or anything. All really fine, super fine gold. There was a decent amount of it. Let's throw it here on the scale and see what we wound up with. See if all that work was worth the effort. All right, so that was 0.181 grams of gold. 0.181 grams of gold. And so, yeah, that's what we wound up getting out of there. Let me get you a better close-up of the gold itself so you can get an idea of how fine this stuff was. All really fine mesh stuff. Couple little bigger pieces, but for the most part, just the flowery, dusty stuff. Alright, so cool. We'll be back with the final words and ROI and all that stuff. Alright, it's Mr. Gold. Or at least I got his dirt. So, what do I think about that one? Let me tell you. Not bad dirt. I mean, especially if you're looking for something to be a little bit more challenging. That dirt was definitely a nice challenge. Lots of really fine stuff. It was all sands. All of the gold was in, probably I'd say the majority of it was in the sub 40 mesh stuff there. There wasn't a lot of the plus 10, plus 20 anyway, so I didn't have to go really even through that. So no complaints about it even being there. All the gold was right in the majority of the dirt. That was awesome. How much gold I got back wasn't too bad either. The bag of dirt cost, it was $20 on Amazon. I'll put up a link to it, and I'll have a link down below if you want to check some out yourself. But it was $20, and I got 0.18, so almost 0.2 of a gram of gold back, which isn't too bad. You figure that gold is now going for somewhere around like 55, 60 bucks a gram. At the 24 karat, which everybody keeps telling me, oh, you can sell it for that no matter what it is. Personally, I know it's 18-ish karat gold, so I like to give you guys the actual value versus the retail value, but I will put both of those up for you so you can compare. I'll do that for you right now, the ROI on this bag. But you figure almost 2 grams of gold at, what does that wind up being, like 7, 8 bucks or something like that? I'm sorry, 0.2 of a gram of gold, not 2 grams. That would have been, this would be a completely different review, and you'd see a completely different title up front if that were the case, because that'd be pretty bitching for $20. But 2/10 of a gram isn't bad for $20. I always say, you know, $10 per tenth of a gram is about, you know, what a fair pay dirt's going to be. I expect about 1/10 per $10 spent, give or take, of course. So it falls right in line there. Like I say, I'll have the actual ROI up that you can take a look at, do the math, figure out, you know, what's what. Overall, though, my take on the dirt is I really enjoyed going through it. I gotta say, this is probably some of the prettiest pay dirt that I've gone through. And what I mean by that is a lot of the sands were just garnet. So when it was all nice and wet, and you probably saw it as it was going through the sluice, there was this nice reddish, ketchupy sheen color going over it, a reddish, bloody reddish, a ruddy reddish, or brownish red. And it looked really cool. It made it different than, you know, your average pay dirt that you'll probably pick up somewhere from anywhere. You know, your Home Depot sand. There's nothing really exciting or special about it. This was a little bit different, and I appreciate it when the little nuances of the bags come out like that. And so I was really impressed by the bag. Had a really good time going through it. Mr. Gold's definitely getting some gold. I think he's keeping the big chunks for himself, but sending some of the little stuff our way isn't too bad of a deal. So definitely, like I say, if you're looking for a challenge in a bag, pick it up. It's only $20. You'll get a 2/10 of a gram of gold back, which isn't too bad for a return. You'll have a lot of fun going through it. I definitely recommend going through it slowly. Even with the sluice, breaking it down to the concentrates for me, at the end of it, I was still sitting there panning out for so long. In fact, I was panning so long I had to stop and take a safety briefing, because safety is really important here. Even in a little small operation like I have here, every now and then you got to stop, make sure everybody in the space is being safe, take a chill, take a moment, and then once we got going again, we just continued going through those sands, and finally got it all down to where we could weigh it out and let you know what we got. So that all took maybe like a half hour or so. Lots of fine working on the pan there. Eventually getting it. So it's definitely a good challenge. It's a fair amount of gold back for your investment of time and effort. Definitely worth checking it out. So Christine Rose, good deal. Check it out on Amazon. You'll see a link down below. Aside from that, just remember, you know, hit me up on Teespring if you're looking to get a backyard prospecting shirt or sticker. Little secret that I'll let you all know: if you buy a bag of my pay dirt, you get a sticker in there too. So that's just extra value on there, so you don't have to go spend your money on Teespring or anything. So yeah, the people getting dirt, you're getting hooked up. But otherwise, if you just want a sticker or a t-shirt, check it out on Teespring. Picture, logo, links down below. Also, if you want to support me on Patreon, I definitely appreciate. I want to give a shout out to my newest Patreon, Brian. Much appreciated, much love going out to you, man. Appreciate your support. And the rest of my Patreon, appreciate your support there as well. And then anybody else signing up, appreciate you too. We'll be having our monthly raffle for Paydirt here in a couple weeks, or a week. Man, it's almost the end of the month here, isn't it? So like in a week or so, we'll be having that. So if you want to get in on that, hop on my Patreon now. So that way, once the monthly cycle goes through, that's when I do my Paydirt. So that way I don't have people ditching out before they actually contribute. So they're trying to get free dirt. But yeah, go check that out if you want to join my Patreon. Get some free Paydirt, sticker for you as well. Paydirt raffle. Sorry, not everybody gets a bag. But other than that, I got a link down below for Amazon stuff if you want to throw some stuff my way from there, or whatever. Either way, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, notification bell so you get the latest updates on the next video I put out there. And comment down below. Let me know if there's any pay dirt that you guys are interested in having me check out that I haven't done yet. I'm pretty much getting close to being out of dirt here, and I'm trying not to do any repeats just yet. So like I say, if you guys have any suggestions, I know some people have made some suggestions and those businesses have gone out of business. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions of Paydirt sellers that you've checked out that you thought were cool, you want to share, or that you're interested in and that you're just a little bit leery about checking out. I'll check them out for you. So either which way, I just want to thank you all for stopping by again. And if I don't see you out on the river, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace.